when did you really
Mm-hmm.
start really playing organized basketball in Utica, and then start realizing like, yo, I'm really about to start taking over this shit around here?
Well,
It had to be Boys and Girls Club.
but you know it.
Because that's
Listen, because they don't have it nowadays.
I remember the picture.
We had leagues at the Boys and Girls
That's
Club
a fact.
from
Yes,
second
definitely.
grade, third grade, fourth grade. So when you walked into the club and walked down that hallway, you looked at on the wall. They had the standings.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that
we was
shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
we knew we were 6-1
Oh,
or
I
1
remember that.
6.
That's a fact.
Like your record was up on the board every
Yeah.
week. So the competitive, nature was.
But that era was dope.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that was a fire
something
era.
serious.
Who was in that era balling? Snook was out there.
Yeah, Snook was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugly
Yeah.
ass was out there.
Listen, if you wasn't at the Boys and Girls Club, so the list. Matter of fact, I'm thinking back to the list that you were speaking on. And I was just thinking about some of the players that I played against, like just in our area, like when I was growing up. If you don't got Oliver Rogers on the list,
Yeah, we said that.
You ain't
We
talking
said that.
about
People don't know.
basketball.
Yo,
People
we talked
don't
about
know.
that yesterday.
We just talked about that last
everybody.
night.
They tried to tell me that you never gonna be true.
You're back again.
Yes, sir.
I say this all the time, but we always back. Season 3, motherfuckers. Season 3.
We got a special one again. I know we lead off with that too.
Yeah,
all
we
the
always
time.
say that, but yo, this is real special.
This is a different type of special.
we got the GOAT in the building, man.
That make me feel good.
Yeah, you got the GOAT in the
That
building,
make me feel
man.
good.
Now
That
we
make
don't
me
mean,
feel good.
and we mean every bit of
We
that.
mean
'cause,
every bit of that.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get to the famous introduction.
Yeah,
God
man,
is
but
good, man.
yeah, but before we introduce our special guest, like we always do, we're gonna introduce the podcast. If you here on season 3, you already know who he is, but
Definitely.
we gotta introduce ourselves.
Every time.
I'm your man Ed Blackshear.
It's your boy Jeff Brown, aka G.
Yeah, and it's the Two Brothers Point of View podcast. 2BPOV for short.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we got a season 3 challenge.
Season 3.
If you could say 2BPOV,
How many times?
Yeah, I ain't know what you just said. I heard it. I'm like too legit to quit. That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
Everybody get tongue twisted with that.
Yeah,
if you
I
could
heard
say
it.
2BPOV 3 times fast.
Yeah.
I ain't giving you shit.
I about to say ain't nobody gonna do this shit anyway. Ain't nobody gonna do it anyway.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to
Ain't
do that.
nobody gonna do it.
Yeah, man. But it's Two Brothers Point of View podcast.
Yes, sir.
And we got Josh Wright in the building.
Yes, sir.
Utica legend, man. When I mean GOAT, I mean GOAT. The greatest,
word.
I consider the greatest basketball player ever seen in Utica history ever. I ain't never seen nobody like him.
And I know the story is dope because it was from beginning to end type
Mm-hmm.
of situation. And I know you got a story behind it, but like we was talking off camera and we was like, yo, the tough thing about, getting that title, being one of the better players is when you start off, you was already dope. You know what I mean? And usually those expectations get too high for a lot of kids, especially at your age. What age was it that you really started to begin and people started to notice and you started to feel like, oh yeah, I'm one of those guys?
First of all, thank God for being here today.
Absolutely.
Spend some time with y'all.
For sure. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing. But in regards to your question, as far as hoop, to be honest with you, I probably was like 5 years old when I knew I was dead nice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I say that, just knowing, thank God, who I am and just knowing, myself.
Yeah.
As soon as I touched the rock, though, I was dead nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing, though. It wasn't something that, I actually
God given.
Yeah, I had to work later, but from the jump, like the question you asked, from the beginning, I was 5 years old when I knew I was,
And now me being, I don't know how much older you are than me. I don't think it's by a lot, maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Because I 100% believe that and agree with that. It had to be at that age because when I was able to witness or watch you play, it seemed as if you've been through some
Yeah, it's like it was already here.
significant type of training. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like you knew how to handle like during those times of swagger and how to read things early.
Right.
I have a kid like that right now. Who you just know, like, oh, he picked it up very early on in his life. You know what I'm saying? And I see pictures of you playing, or, you know, we go to Mr. Coach P crib, and they got some little pictures of you young, and everybody else is a little older. Was that how you really started to polish your game, like playing with dudes above your age? Or was it your peers also who had some type of, to get you up there?
To be honest with you, everything was about me. It wasn't about nobody else. So like when I say it's about me, it was about how I view myself playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't necessarily about what other people, you know, were doing. It was just about how I seen myself playing. You know, so you know, I grew up in the Michael Jordan era, so you know, watching Michael Jordan play, and you know, just watching play. So you have to have an imagination.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have an imagination and then a creativity behind that. Like, okay, he nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let me see what I could do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you really love this thing, like if you really, you know, that's why I say it's a natural thing. But like I said, once I, you know, decided, you know, this all I want to do is play ball. Nobody had to tell me nothing. I had thank God my brother, you know, built a hoop in our yard, and that's the only place I spent time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had to tell me, Josh, go work on your left hand, go work on your right hand. I just wanted to play ball. You know,
and you knew every bit of your game.
I knew
needed
that
to be sharp from the
listen,
lining
I
of
just
your
said
foot.
Michael Jordan.
Hello.
So if we watching Michael Jordan, if you emulating your game, or that's
whoever your passion. Yeah,
whatever,
that was
you know what I'm
mine.
saying? It could be Mike, it could be your LeBron, it could be your Kobe, but like if you're designing or if your passion comes from
A particular player who's
somebody
great.
of that stature,
Yeah.
you have to you know, you got to be on your, you know, you got to be sharp. You know,
Yeah.
you have to make sure that you know you putting in some work that you know hopefully can accomplish some of the things that they accomplish, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You just have to, you know, but it's an innate thing, like it's in you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there's you know, people who can build themselves up to, you know, profit off the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to actually, you know, be a basketball player or love the game, it's something beyond like what you can actually, you know, get material wise. You know what I'm saying? Material or
It was bigger than that.
it's deeper than that.
Very deep.
It's deeper than that.
Talk about this often with Ed, and you know we got passion for the game, and you know I'm a student of the game. So when we be like GOAT shit, I be like nah, and we be like, for example, you know they had that motherfucking list out, and they talking about that who's the top 5, top 10.
talking about a list.
Talking about a list.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
you
top.
You know it was a
Oh yeah, my brother E.
Yeah.
E Maddox, thank God.
Shout
My
out to
brother.
E.
Yeah, shout out to E. He
Shout out to
hollered
E.
at me and told me about it because I'm not on
social media.
yeah, I don't really do social media. Nothing against it, but you know, for me, it's
Nobody said. Everybody's put your name at the top of the list.
Yeah,
though.
you the one.
There was never
everybody
not a
list.
list that didn't have your name on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
you know, I'm
With that
grateful
being
for
said,
yeah.
still, you know what I mean? I can understand when you're coming from like the list thing, like it really don't matter or
No, I mean it's something that you know I'm grateful, you know, that I'm spoken on in a high regard, you know, in that regard, you know, in that space of basketball. But for me, I told you from 5 years old, like I just knew it, you know. So for me, everybody experience in life is different.
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
What I'm saying? So when I talk about, you know, when I hear about the list or like social media and stuff like that, I have nothing negative feeling in regard to that. Like I don't feel negative towards those things, but that's just not my space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig
Like
it.
that's just not my space. Like, you know, for one, if you know me, I never thank God, I don't bring attention to myself. You know, I don't think I
Nah, you don't
seek
do that.
attention.
No.
I don't seek to gain the confidence of people around me based off what I've done or what I've experienced through the sport. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, that's one of the things. What? Say what?
Do you feel like that helped you, like, get your game even tighter by just being that type of way, like not listening to anybody on the sideline, not worrying about who's got this person up here, this person down there?
Right.
It was more or less of just a
worrying about yourself.
a straight
Worry about yourself.
focus on me situation.
You know, it
and-
sounds selfish.
No, it
No,
don't.
I said it sounds
Yeah,
selfish. I ain't
right,
saying it is selfish.
right, absolutely.
Because you have to be selfish in order to take care of yourself anyway.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Self-care is, you have to be selfish to practice self-care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
that's
I didn't learn
important.
that till later in life, really, either.
Come on now.
So I got older.
Listen, come
Like
on
now I
you
realize
still
that.
learning, and we
Yeah.
still learning.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you ain't lying, Ed, because as of today, like when I was
Yeah.
younger, I thought about people who probably really didn't care about me as much, and it was like a waste of time and energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now, more or less, not only is it about me, but I'm learning more about myself.
Yeah.
Right.
To where I know what I want.
Right.
Like I know I can tell y'all.
It's the only way you can further yourself.
Exactly.
Only way you can
Right.
further yourself if you lock in
Absolutely.
on what you want.
Well, the knowledge of self is something that you're gonna practice, God willing, for your entire life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Getting to know yourself.
your whole life,
You-
entire
you-
life.
you know, God willing, you have a lifespan to where you gain some real wisdom. You know what I mean? To
Who you are,
because you're gonna learn things about yourself that you just never knew
and you're not gonna be perfect. There's
at
gonna
all.
be a
Oh,
lot
no,
of
you got to listen.
a super amount of obstacles you're gonna go through.
You got to realize that too.
For
that
sure.
you're not gonna be perfect.
Right.
For sure.
So I'm focusing more on that to help the youngsters understand that, you know what I'm saying? Because like how you was young, not all of these kids had that. I'm like that, you know what I'm saying? I struggle with kids now who don't know at all, but they love the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They find themselves playing it, not knowing they're not as good.
Right.
But I love it so much, and you know those kids get low self-esteem, and carries on for the rest of their life to where it's like they're mad at the world almost.
Right. It's the mental health side of it.
There's
you know
a
what I
mental
mean?
health
yeah.
side of it,
Yeah, that's the mental health side of
Absolutely.
it that you know that's not really spoken upon. You know, enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's something that, well, for me, as we get into our conversation, I
So yeah, go ahead, go, because we ain't
Well,
got to be all about basketball.
Well,
What
let's
you got
start.
on?
We started at 5 years old.
Yeah.
You know, we like to go deep into the story.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? So like 5 years old, I mean I think I first seen Dub play at Johnson Park. Like when I really first see, I heard about him.
Right.
I heard about him and all that.
JCTOD.
Like, you know,
JCT.
you know, I had like Malik,
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul, him.
Absolutely.
Mama, they used to come to my crib all the time on Grove Place.
Yep.
You know, they be talking about Dub playing ball and shit. My parents didn't let me like come off the block like that because it was real dangerous back then.
Oh, nah, it was different back then.
I mean, but they let me go to JCTOD.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I seen Dub play. And that was like, he had been like 7th grade, 6th grade maybe. And so when did you really start really playing organized basketball in Utica and then start realizing like, yo, I'm really about to start taking over this shit around here?
Well,
It had to be
Got-
Boys and Girls Club.
but you know it.
'Cause that's-
listen, because you know they don't have it nowadays.
I remember the picture.
We had leagues at the Boys and Girls
That's a
Club
fact.
from
Yes,
second
fact,
grade, third grade, fourth. grade. So when you walked into the club and walked down that hallway, you looked at on the wall. They had the standings.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that
we was
shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
we knew we were 6-1
Oh,
or
I
1 and
remember that.
6.
That's a fact.
Like your record was up on the board every
Yeah.
week. So the competitive, nature was
But that era was dope.
Yeah,
oh no,
that was a
something
fire era.
serious.
Who was in that era balling? Snook was out there.
Yeah, Snook was in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugly
Yeah.
ass was out there.
Listen, if you wasn't at the Boys and Girls Club, so the list. Matter of fact, I'm thinking back to the list that you were speaking on. And I was just thinking about some of the players that I played against, like just in our area, like when I was growing up. If you don't got Oliver Rogers on the list,
Yeah, we said
you,
that.
You ain't
We
talking
said that.
about
People don't know.
basketball.
Yo,
People
we talked
don't
about
know.
that yesterday.
We just talked about that last
everybody's,
night.
on my
everybody's
list.
seen basketball, played
on
basketball,
my
and
shit.
stuff like that, and been at different places, and But for me, I respect talent. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their their individual talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some may exceed others, but still,
Right.
there's a talent
A complete
Listen.
a complete
Listen.
game type of a person.
Listen,
That was
IV. IV.
That was IV.
Listen, IV. There wasn't too many guys that I would put ahead of IV. You know, nationally. I'm not just talking about in the town. Like I'm just talking nationally.
Oh my.
That's and I'm not mad at you for saying that.
Yeah.
You know why I'm not mad at you for saying that? Because just like how I sat behind or sat with DeAndre Priester and playing it, or just
Right.
like how I watched you play in the year I got a chance to play on your team with you.
You was a sophomore.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So for you to say that about somebody, you had to be right there, hand in hand,
Oh, yeah.
battles or watching his battles. That's why the list thing
Right.
is very complicated.
Yeah.
So like he asked me like, so you said like 7th grade when you think you see me play. So when I was in 7th grade, I played 8th grade basketball at JFK. I was going off. I was going
I didn't even
off.
talk about this, I think, yesterday.
Just be honest, like
Yeah.
you know, I was going off. Rick could tell you, like I was going to school at JFK, but in all reality, we knew I wasn't supposed to be playing at JFK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my brother played for Proctor, Mike. You know, shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Who played too? He played too.
And
Yeah.
his guys, his team, you know, and those are the guys I was around.
Right.
My brother and his team, his teammates and stuff.
Yes.
You know, God rest his soul. Will Smith,
God
Mike
rest his
Harris,
soul.
God rest his soul. You know, Mini Man.
God bless the
Like
dead.
those are the guys I was playing with. Al Morrison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LeVar
Yeah.
Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Those were
mob.
the guys that I was like, you know. I would know they play varsity, but I would say to myself, niggas can't fuck with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would say to myself, like, and they know it too.
Yeah.
And I would know they know it. You know,
Yeah.
not saying just them, but anybody.
But how you were playing, that's how they knew it.
Exactly.
Right.
So I didn't have to say it.
Right.
It wasn't something that we had to discuss. But when we got between them
What's
lines,
understood
it was
don't
like
gotta
this shit
be
is
explained, man.
this something just different.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Just moving a little bit different.
Speed of the game.
Everything.
Everything was slowing down.
You know,
I want to know about that. When did that happen?
Yeah, when everything started slowing
When did that
down.
shit
When
just
that shit
start
started
coming
slowing down.
together to where you like? Do you have a specific game? I don't know if it's 7th grade varsity that when you played that shit, you like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna be a pro. Not saying you ain't know that already, but solidified it.
It wasn't no game and it wasn't no situation, none of that. I tell you, I just being real with you, man. To be honest with you, it was
I know, that's why I'm
It was a
asking.
simple, like it could have been.
What game was your best? What game? I know you got a game that you can think of younger that was like, was
like
it 30
launch you.
plus, 20 plus?
Yeah, they like launch
Was
you,
it light?
like,
was it
yeah.
a light, but it was just the control of the game?
Yeah.
Or older dudes playing against you?
I'm gonna tell you,
smoke
when everything
and-
changed.
All right.
Everything changed. Like, cause you know, thank God, and I say this stuff humbly, but it's the truth. So it's not. I don't have
He
to
about
be
to say
humble.
5 years old.
When I'm telling the truth, I'm telling. The
I
truth
know,
about-
nah.
No, I'm just
I
saying
know
it to
that.
be clear.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it to be clear because
Yeah,
you know
for
when
the
you
people.
speak highly of yourself,
People get
see
weird.
it.
Yeah,
people
as
get
you,
weird.
You know,
You get cocky.
and that's just
Yeah.
not how
Nah,
I
fuck
am.
that.
You know, I don't. That's not what I embody.
And that's
as a
why I
person.
appreciate.
Yeah, that's not
Because
how,
that
what I
needs to be
embody.
explained. Not
Yeah,
even sometimes
I
it
don't-
don't have to be explained.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying though, and I can't explain.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't a game. It wasn't a situation when I was like, shit, they can't.
Yeah.
It was off the. It was just like I said, just.
It was it.
So everything changed when I looked in the magazine. I was in the 8th grade, and I seen Sebastian Telfair. They say he was the best 8th grader in the country, and I said he ain't even played me. How the fuck he better? Like who the fuck? I said how is he better than me? I said how is he better than me? I probably said something to you. Whoa, I probably came to you like how is this motherfucker better than me?
I believe
You know what I'm saying?
that shit
Like,
changed, young
I
man.
came to you like I probably said to you like, yo, Rick, how is he the best 8th grader? You see
Yeah.
me every day, and he better than me. You feel me? But you know that's a silent confidence. But I'm like, so what happened that summer?
I remember.
I played Sebastian Telfair. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Remember I went to ISA.
Yes.
Mel, shout out to Mel. You
Shout
know,
out to Mel.
Mel brought me to ISA. You know, and everything got different from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't local no more. I wasn't just doing this at the Boys and Girls Club. I wasn't just doing this at you know, because matter of fact, James Street Park, that's my park.
And that's
God
my
rest his
part
soul.
too.
They said they put
Oh,
Pat
Pat
Johnson.
Johnson.
TJ name on the
Pat
court,
Johnson.
and it's well
God bless
deserved. But that's
Absolutely.
my court. You understand what I'm saying? Because, and I say that's my court because I will go to that court and play one-on-one by myself.
I was there,
one
man.
Versus,
I
one
remember.
versus one,
Yeah.
meaning me.
Yeah.
And in my head, we've been there many a nights. I will go there and play by myself. That's my park. Because I grew up on Steuben Street, Cornhill. I'm a
That's your
Cornhill born and raised. This is me.
Yes, sir.
But we had a park across the street from the crib back in the day, but they you know,
Was it at
got rid of
Watson Williams?
No, we had a basketball court and all that, swimming pool. We had all type of stuff across the street from my house on Steuben Street.
Yeah, yeah.
Right in that park. But they had a basketball court, all that, but they got rid of that. So, you know, the next time they built a court was
Down the
James
block.
Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my park. That man, that is my park. I go there. I tore my Achilles last year, but right now, I can give you 10, 12 right now.
You feeling good right now?
I always feel good.
Because I remember you talking about that Achilles.
Shit. I always feel good.
Did you hear what he said? I always feel good.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, about that, because that's something. That's what I'm saying. That's
Those-
that craft, that game. That's not something that you know. You. Rick can tell you. He like they be like, yo, come play ball, dub. I'm like, hell no, I ain't playing. You know what I mean? You always trying to get me to go play. Yo, they got a tournament. Yo, you might even hit me.
I definitely probably hit
And I be like, nah. You know what I mean? Not because I don't actually
But
want
then you
to
got
play.
hurt.
Yeah, I got hurt.
And then you wanted to play.
But what I'm saying,
Because I've been there, bro. I already know. I've been there.
No, but what I'm saying
with
is,
my knee.
What I'm saying is, the game is not something that I can play with.
I
You
get
know what I'm
you
saying?
Take it real serious.
If you gonna
Take it
play
real
it,
serious.
If I'm not playing, I'm not playing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing it.
Right.
But if I engage in that experience, something done switch, something done change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a switch that you hit.
Yeah.
And I hit, or, you know, as a competitor, it's like, you know, I have to be me. I can't just go out there playing, you know, be somebody else. I got to be me when I go out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a life thing, man. I've gained a lot of relationships through the sport. I've learned a lot about life through the sport.
Builds character.
Oh man, it's, you know, any sport that you play in a team setting, you learn things. That's why
absolutely.
I encourage that for any kid.
The
You know
younger,
what I mean?
yes, sir.
Any, you know, just being in a social setting where you're able to learn and grow. Without your parents around.
Yeah, I said,
you know what I'm saying?
I said it to my wife all the time. That's literally why I got my son in sports. Not to play the sport, but to learn how to be a
Yeah,
man.
he got it on his own without you actually
without
having
me-
to
exactly.
show him and teach
It's
him.
somebody
Exactly.
else teaching them, and they're not
Exactly.
gonna teach
Because
them
you're not gonna always
how
hear
you-
your voice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And you have to be, you know, as a kid, you know, you want your child to be able to respond to other
situations,
Situations.
other people,
and other authority.
Other adversity.
Exactly.
Other adversity.
Have that
yeah.
respect. Make sure you're doing a good job as a
have that
parent.
respect. And have that respect.
It shows you do a good job as a parent.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm teaching all that inside the household.
Yeah.
You know, and when I
And that's all an experiment at the end of the day, because you don't know what's gonna come of
Right.
what you're trying to
This
pour
is
into
very
your
true.
kid or whoever you're dealing with. Yes, it's an experiment. You're trying. I ain't gonna say trying. I don't use that word no more because trying is an excuse to fail. So I'm doing, you know, and that's me learning about myself.
Yeah.
I'm 36. I'll be 37. And I'm a young 36.
I'm
Don't get it
36.
twisted. I'm just saying I'm a young 36. And I tell people all the time. I tell
OGs.
young OG. I'm a young OG. That's a fact. You
I
see
talk
the-
like it too. I don't care. I like to grab
I got
youngsters.
grays in my beard, man. Grays in my beard. And I wear them proudly, man.
Damn
You know,
right. Damn right.
I you know, at 36, thank God I can say.
You old too, Ed. Shut up.
Yeah, he ain't no young nigga.
I'm younger than y'all.
I'm a young
Look,
OG.
I keep telling
We all
y'all.
young here, man.
I keep telling y'all.
We all young, man. You know?
Nah, I dig it. I dig it. Well, I ain't old at all. I don't feel it.
We all
I
young.
feel good.
Well, listen, like I said, when you're an adult, I mean, you look at your life, you're a kid for a very small amount of time. You're a teen for a very small amount of time. You know what I mean? You're, God willing, you're an adult for many
For
years.
a long time. Yeah.
For many years. So you have to understand, you know, or you have to come to the understanding that, you know, well, for me, I ain't gonna tell nobody what they gotta come to know understanding. This for me. Shit, I'm just beginning.
You damn right.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me. So like, and I'm grateful for all the experiences that I've had in my life and the accomplishments and the downfall, whatever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But I ain't did shit yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we here to talk about some shit that I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
as a young man, but life is just beginning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Like, what am I? You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
so
if I rest, like if I wake up and say what I did yesterday was enough. Who the fuck? Why?
No, hell no.
Like, who am I? Like,
Yeah.
who? Or what am I
Who
doing?
do you think you are?
Yeah, like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't live off your
And I don't
past
give a fuck
accomplishments.
No.
You can't live
At
off your
all.
past
I don't give a
accomplishments.
fuck what I did
It should
yesterday.
motivate you for more.
Listen, I don't care what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I don't care what I did yesterday. What I'm saying is I'm not gonna rest on what I did
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So much more
I ain't
work to do.
nothing.
Yeah, it creates.
We 30. Listen, God, I don't know everybody in the room in their 30s, but shit
God
just
willing.
beginning.
Yeah.
You know, and when you God willing, you hit your 40s. Shit ain't you. If you choose to slow down,
That's all.
You'll
it is.
stop.
mindset.
You'll stop.
You gonna stop.
You'll be done. You know, my
Yeah.
dad say, ain't no grass growing beneath my feet.
Mm.
And he's 71.
Yeah.
You heard? Ain't no grass growing beneath my feet. So I listen to him. Hey, my dad be kicking that player shit. My people I know, they call him player, like, not because he's a player in regards to women.
Yeah, he's a smooth dude. Shout out to
Player.
your pops. He a smooth guy.
Smooth.
He a smooth guy. Yeah.
Smooth player.
He talk that talk.
You know what I mean? And give you knowledge. Even in his weakness, he gonna give you wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like walking past the person on the street, on the corner, begging for change. They tell you something, or they say something that's very, really knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And
But
valuable.
you probably
But you
ain't
don't
paying
listen to him
attention.
because you
Right.
looking at them and
Everything
the situation.
else.
You saying this bum ass motherfucker? Why I'm listening?
Yeah.
Right.
But you done missed
Yeah,
it.
make sure you talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You done missed the you done missed the
You
value.
preaching. You
You feel what I'm
preaching. Now
saying?
you getting into
You done
it.
missed you done missed the value.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, my dad, like I said, smooth. Like I said, ain't no
He had a
grass
major part.
growing.
Was he up? Did he play ball?
My dad?
Your pop play ball?
Yeah. My whole family, everybody played ball. I think as young black men and women in poverty, you're given
Oh, so many options.
you see only a few options.
That's what. That's what. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see. I'm not saying that you're given a
No.
few options, but you see
Well, they
a
put. They
few
paint that
they
more.
say,
They paint that more as if that's all
Be
we
an
can-
entertainer.
Yeah.
Be a ball
That's
player.
really all it is.
Yeah.
If you're an athlete, you're an entertainer.
This is true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me personally, I didn't like to entertain people. But
You didn't see hooping as an entertainment. You saw.
I
it
was a
for
kid that when they
art for
said,
me.
I wondered why people wanted my autograph. Cause I didn't like I was, for me, thank God, and I say this humbly because I know I'm flawed, very flawed.
Right.
But I know God.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and to worship a human being has never been my thing. I like Michael Jordan, love his game.
Yeah.
Don't worship him.
Right.
Definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? I like Jay-Z, like Tupac, Nas. I like a lot of people, but that's exactly who they are, people.
People.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't worship people.
Appreciate the art
Yeah.
they
You
put
know
out.
what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's all. So when you're able to come to the knowledge that you can separate what they bring to the table, and then because people be like, oh man, I don't like such and such, and all they know of that person is
Is sports.
right.
They don't know
They
shit
don't
about
know who they
Yeah,
are.
they don't
Like,
know shit else.
They don't know nothing else. But I hate
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This motherfucker suck. I hate this motherfucker. But
yeah.
don't know the motherfucker though. Don't know nothing about him.
Yo, they do that
But I
shit
hate
here. They do that shit here.
That motherfucker
Yeah.
Rick hate a lot of motherfucking niggas, man. I tell you that. That motherfucker, that nigga, that
Nah,
motherfucker
he be
hate a lot of
telling me. He be
motherfuckers,
telling
man.
me.
And don't know, and them people be good people on the low, and don't even know it, man. Listen, Chicago Bulls, he done hated everybody that played for Chicago.
nigga look like
Except
Pat
D.
Bev.
Rose.
That look
The
like
only
Pat
motherfucker
Bev.
that nigga loves is D. Rose.
Knicks tape. I'm not
You
gonna
heard?
say it no more.
Yeah, D Rose. But for real though, man, people,
that's
so
what's
I
up.
was a person. I didn't really like, I wasn't on, self advertisement. You know what I mean? That's probably why I don't do social media a lot. I think, and it's profitable for people. Social media. So that's what I'm saying. Nothing against it, but I feel like
It's hard though.
I feel like real life is hard
It's
enough.
hard. For
That's
me-
a separate space.
For me, it's real hard.
Yeah, that's a different
Like I talk to my
space.
man behind the camera all the time. Be like, yo, for my business, because I'm trying to,
Right.
trying to grow my business. I be having a talk, but I really do not like talking.
Right.
I really do not showing shit that I do.
Yeah.
I really don't like doing that.
That part,
but I feel like it helped me grow in some type of
Well, it
way
helps
when I
your
do it
brand
though.
grow. It helps your
Yeah.
business grow.
I mean, you expose yourself to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A piece of yourself.
Yo,
Yeah.
so for me, like I said, everybody's life experience is different.
Yes.
So going back to the basketball space, I was receiving attention that I didn't want necessarily at a young age. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
what- okay.
So I'm probably like, I would say probably about 12 years old. That's when I knew I was good, but you don't know I ain't gonna say you don't know. The reason people speak to you and acknowledge you is because you're so good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
They don't know you,
and
just like they said, like
yeah,
you
they
said.
don't know. They don't know you. So for me, you know, I'm not trying to make myself sound better than anyone else or anything like that. But for me, I didn't accept that type of acknowledgement. You know, I didn't accept it to the point where it was like, because you know, people gonna say people gonna have an opinion of you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know they know you or not. You know what I'm saying? But I had a reason to be
This person.
So no, for me. So when I think about it,
No one's gonna
People-
ask you your reason either.
no. But what I'm saying is, you know, people be, you know, successful people or people that are seen in a positive light. They say, oh, they're arrogant, they're cocky, they got this. You know, okay,
Overconfident.
but why though?
You
I'm
earned
thinking about like why is that person thought of that way? Well, shit, he must do something very well that you know what I mean? Like
Probably
there's a
they
reason,
can't do.
but that's not.
Yep.
But not to say that those characteristics is good.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be arrogant or cocky, but if you believe in yourself and you're very confident in yourself,
Some people will believe that. It just comes off like that.
it's just how, that's the energy. You can't control how somebody else is going to receive that. If they turn that into arrogance or cockiness or boom, 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 cool.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
No.
It don't got nothing to do with me.
And I'm not
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
change my way
I'm not
to
stopping
please
who
you.
the fuck I am.
Yeah.
To
please
you.
you.
You know, to please nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
like
think
I
Deion
said,
Sanders said that too.
I knew it, and Rick knew
Similar
it too.
way.
Rick could tell you, he knew it too. So since I was 12, God, you know, thank God, I just, you know, had something about me that
Blessed.
I knew that it was just different than, you know, other people, you know, and thank God, I'm 36, and I feel the same way still. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
I did go through some things in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're blessed, you're blessed. When you're chosen, you're chosen. You know, favor is not fair. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because you have people that do similar things, but the results of those things are different. You know what I mean? Like favor is just not fair. Yo, I done been in situations. Man, I'm 36. I ain't got no criminal record, man. I done been in situations.
Right.
I don't have a criminal record.
Right.
I'm a black man. I've never been in jail. 36 with no criminal, no felonies, none of that. I got no record. That's a blessing.
And that's
Super blessing.
more
Look,
than
you
a
kidding
blessing.
me?
And that's
Because unfortunately, that's
that's
rare.
crazy.
It
You
shouldn't be
kidding
as
me?
rare.
But listen, that, like I look at stuff like that as like, you know, because you know the climate of the culture. You know, you see what's going on in the world, and you know you just have to look at the things that really matter. You know, that have the real value. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it's, you know,
What's the most mattering to you right now?
for me,
Yeah.
what matters to me the most is, to be honest with you, you know, I keep it simple. Routine matters to me. You know, I can always say family always gonna matter. Thank
Right.
God that I have family.
Right.
I have a son. But what matters to me is routine. When you know, just through your life experience, you see, whether it's your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, whoever, you just see how they live and experience life, and you try to, you know, model how, you know, some of the things that they've done. For me personally, I know a lot of people that have been in jail, and then people that have been in jail or in prison, they develop a discipline, you know, in prison because they have to. It ain't by choice. Somebody telling them when to eat, when to sleep, when to shit, when to shower, all that.
Right.
You dig?
Yeah.
And you have time to find a discipline because you have no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had an older brother that spent many years in jail. So I still say to this day, I say, man, I don't need to go to jail to find no discipline. Or I don't want to go to jail or be in prison to have to find discipline. So I say, damn, why can't the person that's locked up, bring that discipline home? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people come home and they revert. I mean, that's the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They expect you and they pretty much set you up to reoffend. You know what I'm saying?
And the ones that bring that discipline home, they be super successful.
They get right to it.
They get right to it.
Listen, because it's a mindset.
It's very much a mindset.
So for me, I always say I've never been in prison physically, but I was locked up mentally. I was locked up mentally at age 19. You know what I'm saying? Age 19, college. You know what I'm saying?
So how was that for you? What changed for what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so
being locked up mentally, well, for me, going back to what we talked about, being a athlete and having everything easy, I would say I had everything easy. I always tell people I never had a problem or an issue in life until I was 19. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I wasn't rich, we didn't come, but I had family, we had everything I need. House over the, roof over the head. You know what I'm saying? Food on the table.
Yeah.
I didn't have no
the
issues.
things you needed.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues.
Right.
I didn't know problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know mental health. I didn't know none of that shit. Like
Which
I'm
is
talking about
major.
Listen, I'm telling you, because I'm listen. By the age of 19 or 18, 19, by that time I had done so much to that point. You feel what I'm saying? Like I did a lot. I'm 36 now. Rick done did a lot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I say that to say I know he done did a lot, but I know I done did more than that because I was the guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was the guy, so I know I did. Like, and we be, man, me and Rick, we could say something, we could talk about something and be like, man, I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how that. I don't know what we was doing. I don't know that won't make sense.
I
like we don't got no business even. Like we done been some places. We don't did some things and we be like, man, we don't know how. Like what was we even doing over there? Like why we? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at age of 19, I ran into real life. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that shit. I'm here.
Yeah, let's talk about. Let's get into it. But so those that don't know,
Yeah.
we gonna speed past, but we already know those who know him. We went to Proctor High School after that. Started playing in 8th grade, varsity. Scored 1,000 points. Was like one of the top guards in the nation, high school guards in the nation. Graduated from Proctor. Went to SU, Syracuse University, and now we at age 19 where Josh is talking about.
Right, yeah.
Where he's saying that you started your mental journey.
Well, yeah. Life for me really began there because everything before that was just smooth and easy, no issues. I went to Syracuse, but I didn't want to go to Syracuse. Nothing against Syracuse, great school, great program. I committed to UConn twice. That's where I wanted to go. That's where I was going. There was a situation that happened here in Utica, my junior year going into my senior year. I went to a party that I was invited to. Things happened at the party, and 9 people said I did some things at this party, and 9 people. I say that to be clear. 9 people said I did something.
Funny.
I committed to UConn twice. Everybody know I was going to UConn, man. That was my school. I have a lot of family from Connecticut. I spent summers in Connecticut. That was just. I had a lot of connections to UConn.
That'd have been dope.
That was my school. But 9 people said I did something. So when Calhoun came to my house, and I was telling him like, I'm coming to UConn, like, but I couldn't sign my letter because through policy at their university, I had to wait till my case was over, and I would say so. When Cuse came, they was like, you could sign, and for me, I didn't use my counsel as much as I really should have in that time, because I made a decision like just irrationally. You know what I'm saying?
Being
like,
young,
it wasn't something like
and
like because at the end of the day,
old.
yeah, because at the end of the day, I had schools that wouldn't sign other players until I made my decision. Like I wasn't, you know, I say that humbly, but I know myself. You
I
what
know
I'm
too.
Guys at Hall of Fame NBA players
Right.
couldn't sign at schools until I made my decision. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They shit. They had to wait. And and when I shit and UConn was where I was going, man. But you know that situation, that case. So those 9 people said I did this thing, and I had it really interfered with my decision. You know what I'm saying? Then 9 people said I didn't do it, but I had already made my decision to go to Cuse. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Nothing against Syracuse University, very good program, but I never wanted to go there. You know.
A lot of people were surprised when you went there.
Yeah,
a lot of
this is
people
what I'm telling you. Because Joe Kim wanted me to go to Florida. You know what I'm saying? I was even going. I was not.
Joe Kim Noah?
That's my. We ain't even told. We ain't. Yo, listen.
Your name dropping. Joe Kim Noah.
Nah, but I'm just saying. Y'all, Rick know what the fuck what I'm saying. Like shit. We don't. You know, through my experiences, I've met a lot of people. And I would say the people that know me, you know what I mean, I would think they hold me in high regard as a person. You know what I'm saying? I've always treated people with respect, and you know what I'm saying, and just show them love type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I feel like, you know,
They should reciprocate that.
yeah, you know what I mean? If I've, you know, known you or, you know, spent some time with you, you know, we just, you know, it's love and respect, man. But Florida, yeah, Joe Kim was mad I ain't go to Florida. But Charlie was at UConn. That's my man.
Oh my God.
My Long
Charlie's
Island
in the
Pen-
way.
so,
Yo,
yeah,
my man is
this go
dropping.
back-
My man is dropping names right now.
Wait
No,
a
but this
minute,
shit
though.
go back though.
Was Charlie there? You would have been there with Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
What you mean? They won a championship.
Yeah, that was the same
did.
year. That
What
was
you
the same.
talking about?
That was the same
remember,
year.
man.
What?
Yeah.
You know we. Oh, we was there. We went to Ben Gordon that night. Before, you know, so that's a yo. You wild? How the fuck we?
Yo, he is dropping
you
hella
wild,
names right
yo.
now. He is dropping
Yo.
hella names right now.
Yo,
No,
Rick.
with all due.
All due respect,
Because I
man.
definitely remember a lot of these talks.
Nah, but at the end of the day, though, because it goes back to when I said everything changed in that 8th grade when I went and played in IS8, because that summer I ended up playing with the Long Island Panthers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, how was that experience? Y'all went a lot of. I remember when you came back. That was the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't like a
One of the
regional
first-
AAU team.
Other than
Listen, man.
other than
That was big
Oliver,
time AAU.
other than Oliver going to City Rock,
Nah, y'all watched
you was the
that
only
practice?
person.
That wasn't shit.
I already know. So that's what I'm saying. So
We heard the stories. We heard the rumblings.
do you remember your
We heard the
starting five?
rumblings.
That wasn't
And-
shit at practice.
Long Island Panthers.
Well, it changed, you know, over the time.
Okay, but you was.
But when I first got there,
Yeah.
you know, so what happened was, after I played in IS8 and shit, people wanted to, you know, like audition me, like, yo, come have them play, let me see what we can do, you know. I knew what the fuck I was gonna go do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got out there, I played one game. I played one game. And next thing, after that game, I was on the Panthers.
changed.
You know what I'm saying? I was on the Panthers after that. After that one game, I was on the Panthers. Word to
Oh
God.
man.
So
they
but
don't
that-
got no footage of this shit, man.
Nah, listen, but
I wish.
that first
Wasn't
that
like that
first
back in the day.
experience, that
Yeah.
first 5,
Yeah.
'cause I damn sure wasn't starting. I just got on the team, and I didn't know what was going on. There was a whole new world. But Lenny Cook was on the team, fucking, and Charlie wasn't even starting. That motherfucker ain't getting the game. Shit, listen. It was Lenny
Yo.
Cook. I'm talking about. I don't remember the rest of them niggas, but Lenny was on the team, man.
And who was-
Lenny was supposed to be
Right.
at that time, LeBron James.
Right.
And I don't know none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause we just ended shit. We don't.
Okay.
But Lenny was that guy. Lenny was that guy. We had quite a few pros that was in that starting five. I don't really remember everybody, man, but because it was a blur.
It's a
You know
blur.
what I'm saying? It was
Such a
blur.
long time ago.
And to be honest with you, like I said, but I do remember that first game I played with them, 'cause
try
they
to
put me in the game.
audition. Yeah.
Now, you know they want to bring me on the team, not to put me in the game. They put me in the motherfucking game. And, nah, for real, because I'm on a team with motherfuckers. They don't know me. Don't nobody know me. But that first game we played, I played versus Darius Washington. You remember Darius Washington?
Yes.
From
I
Florida.
remember. Yeah.
So I remember that was, he was.
Was that a nice matchup?
Yeah. You know,
Back
but he
and
was
forth?
already known.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he was already known. Like, he ain't know me, nobody knew. But every time somebody played me, though, they knew me after that.
After that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no
Absolutely.
question, no doubt about it. You know, like
ABCD
I said,
camp, you talk about.
ABCD camp.
ABCD camp.
I remember that.
I forgot about ABCD.
Yeah.
You see, this is
I remember you
different
coming
now.
to school with the jersey. I'm like,
Yeah,
nigga.
I remember the pictures.
Shit.
Dwight Howard.
Oh man, listen, see, I forgot about AB. This is shit that you gotta get invited to. This ain't shit that you motherfuckers be like, okay, I'm going. to camp or
Adidas
something.
sponsor.
Yeah, this is back. This is
This
some
is
shit
before
when-
they was calling it a circuit.
Wait, like, this is some shit when the mail came.
You know what I mean?
Listen, because
The
thank
mic.
God. Oh, my fault. Yeah, thank God. I started getting letters from colleges at that summer, after that summer. 8th grade going to 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? But, like, to get invited to camps and shit like that, like ABCD camp, that was the biggest camp that you can go to at that particular time.
At that time.
At
I
that time,
know.
I
So,
remember.
like, you would get I would get, so the mail would come and it would be like a box, like a little, like, it would be little, like a container with a video in it, like all, this the works, to invite you to the camp. So you know, you watch the video, boom, 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 you're invited, blah, blah, blah. You get to this camp, listen, you get to this camp, because I went to 5-star camp too, another great camp at that time, you know, for exposure.
For exposure.
Yeah,
Yes.
great camp. But this ABCD shit, that was something different.
That's the best of the best.
Cause the first night I would play Sean Livingston, second night I played Sebastian, third night I played Ray John Rondo, fourth night I'm playing fucking another pro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dogs.
Yeah,
Niggas.
dogs.
You
All
know what I
dogs.
mean?
Yeah.
And at ABCD camp, you either played the first and the third quarter or the second and the fourth. Because, you know, you around great talent
Yes.
the whole time.
Yes.
You know, I play second and fourth. You know what that means?
The best game. The
Yeah,
best.
so
best
the
of the
nigga that
best.
was playing, so the
best of
nigga
the best.
so look, I remember
playing
one
fourth
year
quarter.
Aaron Brooks played on the first and third on my team.
Aaron Brooks.
You remember Aaron Brooks?
Hell
guard?
Yeah.
He played on the first and third on my team. Yeah, I was second and fourth. You know what I'm saying? I was younger at that time. I love Aaron Brooks. But you remember, yeah.
I
Like
remember
Charleston
Aaron
White
Brooks.
said, yeah. But listen, word to God though. But that was that. But hold on. So
Nah.
at ABCD camp, like you don't just you go to camp just like you go to school. You want to get good grades. You go there. You want to perform.
Absolutely.
I made the All-Star team every time I went to ABCD camp. You know, I should have entered the draft out of high school. That's what I
crazy.
should have did. No, I'm
think so?
not one of them people that, I wish I would have, but I could have.
Yeah.
Is my
I
point.
think that so.
That's crazy.
And I played with you your
Yeah.
senior year. Do
Yeah.
you know how? For me, I have front row seats. You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody have a seat the way I had a seat in the house.
That was
Tell
I'm
them again,
saying-
well, they ain't seen nothing. I was doing shit all
But it
over.
felt good to be
Yeah, I know
right
what you're saying.
there during the
I know what
moments.
you're saying.
Now, I agree with you. Those, I can guarantee them traveling games was much more different and much
Because
more
I had to show
competitive.
up.
Yeah, those is a different type
Now,
of
that's the difference.
competition.
Like we'll go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it would be a new environment.
So I know you had some
Nobody
fire
knew
seats,
me.
nigga.
What?
Yeah, he had
that
some fire
motherfucker
seats.
be over
That
there
nigga
Rick
had
be
some
like,
fire
hold on.
seats.
Listen, matter of fact, cause like y'all know me. Nobody really like
This nigga nice like
nobody nobody is coach like nobody coaching me while I'm on the court. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like nobody on the side. Like even my dad, I hear his voice. You know what I mean? But while I'm on the court,
you don't hear none of that shit.
niggas ain't saying, "Yo, Dub, do this. Dub, do that."
Yeah, they just watching you.
Niggas just waiting.
They just waiting for the movie.
Niggas just waiting for the shit to happen.
Yeah.
You know
Let's
what I'm saying?
let's slow it down real quick
Lit.
because Jeff just said something. I was on JV when y'all was on varsity, so I watched every one of y'all get every one of the games too for for Jeff's senior year, especially the senior year because I was 10th grade.
Yeah.
So the 10th grade year, that was like the first time I seen a spectacle, like the whole city coming out. That was the first time I
the
seen
whole
that.
town was in the gym.
The whole time was at every single game we went to, every
Definitely.
They
place,
shutting that shit down.
everywhere.
No, you can't come in.
It was like, yo, if you don't get here at 6, if you don't get here for the JV game,
halftime.
halftime, it's
Oh,
over.
that's when
You ain't getting
everybody's
in.
at the door.
Yeah, you ain't getting in. You ain't getting in. That was like the first time. I mean, our team after we had like a similar crowd.
We had a crowd.
Yeah,
That,
we had
that
a
was a
crowd.
support.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
was a
yeah.
decent
But this
team.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
nah,
this
that shit-
motherfucker
shit
was
changed.
playing,
No.
Shit changed.
yo,
I ain't never seen. I went to Parker game the other day.
Nah, shit different.
yeah.
Shit different. Nah, yo, matter of fact, a lot changed. Let me tell you, a lot changed. That eighth, because that 7th, 8th grade year, I dunked for the first time when I was I think I was 12 or 13 when I dunked on you.
Who made you dunk though?
He dunked on you?
What I do?
Nigga, did you hear what I just said? When I dunked on you,
Yeah, he was at the Boys and Girls Club.
You caught one on him?
everything
I
changed.
told him, no, I ain't dunk on him.
He clapped boards. He clapped boards on me. When you used to clap boards.
Yeah.
You was better to clap.
Yeah.
Motherfucker make noise like you done dunked the shit. Motherfucker
Yeah.
clap boards on me.
Talking shit.
Motherfucker done clap boards on me. I dunked clean on
Snook
him.
had bounced though.
I dunked clean on him. I never dunked before.
Two
I had
feet?
never dunked.
2 feet or what?
Side, 2 feet like Michael Jordan.
Thank me.
I was 2 feet like Michael Jordan. I had to
Jordan,
leave.
nigga.
I dunked clean on you.
You never take me.
I dunked clean on you. You remember that?
Nigga said you
Dunk
never
clean.
thanked
I
me
was
for
dunking
that.
ever since. Dunking changed the game.
came at
You know,
Duncan changed the game.
yeah, it changed
Yeah.
it. I mean, you know, to
Catch putbacks and shit.
Yeah,
all
we,
types.
yeah,
I
we
done
done
dunked
seen
on,
some crazy
to
shit,
dunk
yo.
on, like dunking is something. It's fun. Yeah, it's just something different, man. And but so a lot of times you got players that are athletic. They dunk a lot. They do all those athletic things. But then you got players that got skill
Know how to put it together.
and then dunk on a motherfucker.
Yeah,
sir.
and that was you.
Cause I was gonna hit you with some shit.
That thing
then,
was crazy.
Then
Then
punch
get your
it.
ass up there.
What?
That thing was
You
crazy.
know what I mean? I was gonna punch it. You know, but
Meet me
you
at the
know
rim.
that like I said, it's I'm punching. And I was somebody that I never really like got like demonstrative after I dunked on somebody or something. I chill out, cool. You know what I mean?
you
I'd be
supposed
cool.
to.
Yeah, I'd just be cool.
Like you was supposed to
well,
do it.
to be honest with you, as I'm, thank God I'm able to look back, a lot of my energy I kind of suppressed. Emotions I kind of suppressed. I was very, I shit like most black men, young men growing up, you angry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? And you have
For more reasons than one. though.
right. So you have anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I channeled a lot of that energy like silently. Like I never really, I wasn't able to tap, because when I needed that anger, I didn't know how to get back there. That goes into what I'm saying, how I ran into real life type shit. You know what I'm saying? I spent so much time suppressing my emotions. When I needed certain emotions, I didn't know how to get to them.
Speak them out.
I couldn't pull the. So being told I have anger issues or attitude problems, it drove me to a place to where I tried to be like anybody would try to improve, be a better person, blah blah blah. But you don't understand that some of those emotions that you actually are displaying, you still need. You know what I'm saying? You may not be using them in the right fashion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's gonna come a time where you actually need to be angry or upset. You know what I'm saying? And
To
tap
release
into
that.
that. And tap into that energy and use it.
Yeah.
That
You
needs
know what I'm
to be
saying?
said because black men, we suppress it
That'll
so
turn-
much.
You suppress everything.
So
I
much.
remember
Man,
feeling
listen.
like that during
What?
certain situations, in a good situation, like
Listen, man.
losing by 10.
And that's why I'm still here, man. Thank God, because he's always just been preparing me, to live. You know what I'm saying?
Learning yourself.
Like, yeah, because the knowledge of self. I didn't read a book until I was 27. Is that because I couldn't read? No.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I mean? I got good grades in school. You know what I mean? But for me,
It wasn't important.
and that's 27. I done went to college already at that particular time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I done experienced a lot of, not a lot of life, but small portion of life without actually reading a book for understanding. You know, you go through school and you have projects and things like that you have to read and blah blah. No, so at 27, I actually sat down and read a book, type of thing. You know what I mean? And I love to read.
What was the first book you read?
The first book I read was the Bible. I read the whole Bible.
Word from the back?
Yeah.
Word?
Well, I read. That's what. I read.
I read the Bible, but
So
I
I read
not
every day
a lot.
now. Mostly every day. I try to more days than not. I read every more times than not. But I have my Quran and my Bible on my kitchen table, and each morning I'll read from both books. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my spirit take me, I start with the Quran or
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on now.
I go. I just
I like that. I like
Word.
that.
I read,
Dope.
but you have to read. But reading is like eating. It's food.
Literally.
You know, reading is like eating.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So when you read, you're feeding yourself something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
powerful.
based off of what you actually read, my man.
Oh, yeah.
My man, see, I gave him a book when I was working. It took me to get a job to start reading.
Yeah.
So you people that ain't reading, don't wait to get a job to start
Yeah,
reading.
don't wait, man.
You better read before so you
Yeah.
can get a good job
Yeah.
if you're gonna work.
Yeah, I started reading at 28. Like,
Yeah,
literally same
man.
thing. I got good grades in school and all that, but
Yeah.
but I never was really
I
like,
agree with y'all.
I was away from books. Like, books wasn't like saying pushed on us. Like,
Right.
You know
I
what I mean?
waited later to read.
Oh,
books.
and you know what they say? You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in
Yeah,
the book.
put it in the book.
Because niggas
Yeah.
ain't sitting down. And I say niggas, you could be white, you could be fucking gray,
Nah.
Yeah.
orange. Don't give a fuck what color you
Yeah.
is.
Use
The
a
word nigga means ignorant.
Ignorant. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Okay?
By
In the
definition.
Quran, the word niggardly is used. I'm sitting here reading this shit. I said, damn, the Lord was using the word nigger too.
Yeah.
Cause you act seriously.
Yeah.
So, but you see what I'm not against any race. You know, I love people. But you see what
Agreed.
the enemy use to degrade us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do your research and have the knowledge, you would believe it. When they say, "Oh, you're a nigger," yeah. So are you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you had the
Yeah.
knowledge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all it is ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, if you act niggardly, so I said, damn, because So I got my Quran from a person that was in prison. Well, I worked in a secure facility type setting where guys, did prison time and couldn't, whatever the case may be. But I got my Quran from an inmate. Okay, he gave me the Quran, and I didn't open it for 3 years. Had the shit for 3 years. Never opened it. I said, I had the shit. Lord forgive me. I'm speaking on the Quran.
I heard you.
Lord, but I had
I
the
heard
book
that.
for 3 years.
Yeah. We're gonna scratch that up, bro.
Yeah, but I had the book for 3 years, man, and I opened the book after 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I associated Islam with Malcolm X, okay? But in present time, I associated with Farrakhan.
Yeah.
And through my ignorance, I had negative thoughts towards Farrakhan because I thought he had something to do with Malcolm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I ain't dealing with Farrakhan because of Malcolm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's what ignorance will do to
Yeah,
you.
we had the same thoughts. Yo, shout out to Brother Courtney because he
Listen,
really
you have
changed me in that way.
Listen,
I would
listen,
love to have a conversation.
Shout out to Brother Courtney. Shout out to Brother E.
Brother
shout out
E.
to,
Shout out to
to
Brother E.
God because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we are only here to praise God. So if you don't give Him any praise or any worship, you ain't no good to Him.
You ain't lying, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
You ain't
agree.
no good to Him.
Right.
What use are you if you ain't praising the Most High? And I'm not saying that you have to go to church every day and read the Quran, Bible. Well, you ain't got
Just acknowledge him.
You better acknowledge Him.
Yeah, just be
Acknowledge
connected
Ain't no,
spiritually.
ain't no just acknowledge Him on some passive shit. No, you better acknowledge Him,
Right.
and not when it's bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At all
Because
times.
that's what we do. We wait till, oh shit done got hard on me. Lord help
Yeah.
me.
Now I'm gonna pray. Now I'm gonna pray.
Yeah, Lord help
Yeah,
me.
yeah, now
know
I'ma
what
pray.
saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Lord help me.
I
But you
agree.
got to be on it. And I like I said, going back to the my experience at 19 when I said I ran into real life. The Lord took His hands off of me because He's always held me. He's always kept me, and He still is to this day. But that experience, He said, I got to show you something. Like, you think you've been doing all this shit all this time? Like, you really think you've been doing this?
Right.
Like, oh, you got this?
Yeah.
You got all this shit figured out. You gonna do all you okay.
I got something.
I got something for you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But the thing about, that's why I said favor, not fair. That was favor that he was showing me. Cause he didn't let the enemy take my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was favor that he was showing me because he was teaching me something. If he's chastising you, it's actually a good thing because I'm preparing you. Cause I'm gonna keep you. You know what I'm saying? What good is it to be kept if you're not learning and growing? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he said, I'm gonna keep you. But I'm gonna show you something though. You'll never.
Now, going through that experience.
He said, I'll show you that you won't ever. You won't ever think that you're doing anything without me. Even in my flaw, I'm flawed, man. I know I'm not Jesus. You know, I know who he is though. You know what I'm saying? I know the model. You know what I'm saying? Because he is the model. Jesus is the word. You know what I'm saying? One of the things, going back to talking about Farrakhan, when I heard him talk about Jesus, I said, hold on, man. How does this guy y'all telling me is all this crazy stuff, but he talking about Jesus?
You got to be educated.
I said, hold on. He know Jesus too? But y'all telling me this. So that's what I mean. That's why you got to read. You know, that's why you got to do your research. That's why you have to study, because you like, you know, you just, it's so much going on, you know, things stick to you.
And find yourself.
Right.
You gotta find yourself.
You gotta keep searching though, and it's an everyday thing, man.
Yeah.
It's an everyday thing.
So can you elaborate on, if you want to, what happened at 19 that kind of like made you realize like, yo, all this ain't me. Something else is helping me along this way.
Well, that shit, I ain't know that. I ain't get to that thought till I was about 26.
So
like it wasn't all me. Like at that 19,
oh, okay.
I was fighting it still. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
okay.
I was trying to figure it out, type of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't come to that knowledge of, damn, not gonna say damn Lord,
Was
but
it a conversation with somebody?
Yeah.
not with the Lord.
Okay.
Shit.
So like all your adversity at that point, what adversity made you?
Well,
Did-
so
did
at
you run
19, I was at Syracuse freshman year, 18, 19, and things in my my life that I knew to be true wasn't true no more. I don't want to get into specific details, but what I want to say is, so this is my freshman year, I forgot about basketball due to personal life. You know, up until that point, the way I had known life to be, it all changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was. So I forgot about basketball. Like, I didn't care about basketball. But it goes into even that decision to even go to Syracuse. You know what I mean? It was the decision making process. So that's one of the things I've learned about myself. You know, I'm not the best decision, or I wasn't the best decision maker, because when you make decisions, you want to use your counsel. You don't want to do it based off of your own understanding or how you feel. You want to talk to people. You want to use other people, you know, and you know, bounce information off of them, and you know, and receive it well. But nah, life that as I known it prior to that 19, it changed. So it wasn't about basketball no more.
You weren't speaking on it. You wasn't telling people you was feeling like
a lot
that.
of people don't like. We all heard it, Chad.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh no, I wasn't talking to nobody.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't talking to nobody.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
just-
probably making it. Go ahead.
Yeah, now I just say, like, I know Jeff probably know. We all heard like people all heard chatter, but they really don't know what was going on. Like a lot of us, we believed in we had his back, but there's other people on the outside that ain't really know what was going on in your life to even be speaking on your situation.
Yeah, it was different, man. Like I said, I'd never talk down on another human being, or you know.
Did you find, not say that love for the basketball, but After the Syracuse situation, did you try to play ball or find it? Or did it anything come back saying, okay, I want to hoop again?
Well,
Starting to love
I
it
went to
again.
Canada. I was in Canada playing. I was going.
Okay.
I had some things. I had some offers to go play overseas and stuff like that.
I didn't know about Canada.
Yeah, I had some things, but for me, it wasn't about basketball. Basketball, like I said, I'm thankful. Thank God, I'm 36. I'm able to, have a better understanding. It wasn't about the sport. I experienced so much so young. When I ran into that issue, that's the first problem in my life, I didn't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to compartmentalize and put things in,
To perspective, try to
some
break it
places
down.
and, navigate that. Because I never had an issue to where
That
I was
magnitude.
challenged.
That magnitude.
Yeah, it was my first challenge. And I'm humble enough to say I wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? Like right away, I'm successful now. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But in the beginning, it's a trial. I mean, listen, when I tell you I ain't had no problems up until 19, that means shit. And I wasn't rich. We wasn't rich. We didn't have a lot. But we had a lot
You
of fun.
had what you wanted. What
We
you
had a lot of
needed.
fun though, Rick. Once this basketball shit started kicking on, we was getting shit. Like anything I got, he got, and whoever else we was around. If I got a package in the mail with sneakers and jerseys and all type of shit, I ain't even opening the shit up till I get with Rick. Rick, look at this shit. He talking about, damn, look at them shit. Let me get them right there. You know what I'm saying? Let me get them right there. And we should split the shit up, huh? Nigga, you
That's
take them
me.
shit. You take that shit. I'm gonna take this shit. You take that shit. Like,
That's how I was on it.
motherfuckers was giving us shit.
I would have been asking for shit.
Like,
Let me get that shit.
you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, like, people have expectations probably behind what they giving you, to look, so-called look out, whatever the case may be. But motherfuckers was looking out because we was good. Everywhere we went, we was going summer jams, going out there. Listen, we was doing all type of stuff this young, man. Thank God, God rest his soul, Will. Played for the Saints, won a Super Bowl with the Saints.
Shout out to Will.
Shout out Will Smith.
God bless the dead.
Won a national championship in that Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? So
His resume
we
is
talking
solid.
about
His
we talking
resume
about
is solid.
So you know who we talking about? We talking about Ill. We call him Ill.
Yeah.
And for him to win a Super Bowl,
National title.
We talking about motherfucker. We talking about somebody like that's at the highest level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And these is who we hanging with.
And
This is
he's
what we
a
young hanging
main
with.
part of that team too.
Yeah.
What?
He a main piece.
Yeah,
right.
he's a star.
He's a
He a Pro Bowler.
Pro
Pro Bowler. Listen. And we hanging out with
Right.
and this is who we're hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? I remember God. Listen, Will brought me to the ESPY Awards. I went to the ESPYs after they won that Super Bowl.
That's nuts. How was that?
Listen. After that
Who
Super
came with y'all? Was it y'all?
me, Will, and Zach, his other kid he went to college with. That experience was just like a surreal experience. Like it was just like, what the fuck is going on out here? How am I in a party with fucking Chris Berman and Peyton Manning and Stuart Scott? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell going on in here?
Scott.
Like, I mean, I
God
went,
bless the dead.
and then the chicks, now, Sanaa Lathan and Gabrielle Union, woo woo. But you know me, I keep it player. You know what I'm saying? Word to God. Listen, you put me in a room with anybody, we even.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
Definitely.
even, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you got.
We all
Yeah.
same in this
I
month.
don't give a fuck what you got, nigga.
They just
But
people.
my presence,
It's gonna be felt.
I know how I'm moving. Thank
Hello.
God. You know what I'm saying? I know how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and to tell you, listen, in the spot. See, now y'all got me. See,
Keep talking about it, guys.
Listen,
I don't care. You talk about it.
In the spot. Listen, in the spot. We at LaDainian Tomlinson party. I ain't trying to,
No, this is fun for me.
But we at this motherfucker party, right? That motherfucker Mello came walking through. So I'm with Will. Will not a flashy nigga. He ain't wear jewelry. He wasn't all that.
Right.
Chill. Mello come walking through with his people. Mello like, yo, Ja, who the fuck is that calling me? I said, how the fuck somebody know me in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Josh, what the fuck you doing here? I looked at that nigga. I said, "Oh shit, nigga, I'm with my man, nigga. Like fuck you, me. I'm with my nigga. I'm with my man, nigga.
Yo, y'all
Fuck
had a
you,
good
mean?
relationship then.
Who?
You and Mello.
That's my son.
Definitely.
God willing, we connect again, man. That's like everybody. Niggas fuck with me, man. I fuck with niggas. I fuck with them. No. I don't want to say no homo because it's that shit going on now with all this shit. You know, exit out or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Nah, you good.
Nah, but
That's
but
all right.
though.
You ain't say nothing crazy.
Nah, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying because you know
I know what you mean. They
people
cancel
take things
people.
and
trying to
run with it,
cancel
man.
people. Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
good.
And
You
I
like
accept
that.
all people.
Yeah, you good.
I
We ain't
accept
even
all
get
people.
started. I
You
was
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
get canceled.
Nah,
We
but
ain't
listen,
nobody.
man. Mello talking about what the fuck you doing in here? I said,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm with my man, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? Super Bowl, nigga. They want a chick like, oh, okay, well, come to VIP. I said, nigga, come with me, nigga. We going VIP, nigga. I looked at that's how I said the Will, nigga.
He said it to
You know what I mean?
Will.
Now,
He said it to
now I'm running the shit. Look, my man done see me in the spot. Nigga, y'all come with me. Let's go over here to VIP, nigga. Word to God, though.
He
That's
won the
that
Super
shit.
Bowl, though.
Listen, nah, but that shit like that was surreal, man. That was after Hurricane Katrina. They won the Super Bowl, like just being at the SB.
Oh, that was a height. That was
Yeah,
it was
that
great.
was-
a lot of
like-
energy.
That was a
in there.
time.
Man.
That was a time.
What?
A lot of energy going
That was a
on. in
time.
there.
Listen. Well, I tell you this. One morning, Will had to do some interviews somewhere downtown, right? I said, all right, nigga, let's go. Nigga, give me the jewelry. Let me put the chains on, nigga. I want with the chains. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me wear the jewelry. Because he ain't wearing no jewelry. That nigga ain't, like, that's my word. Nigga ain't wearing shit. He may have a Hublot on, though. Like some crazy watch. You feel what I'm saying? So,
This ain't no regular watch.
yeah, that ain't no regular watch, man.
Right.
But so the nigga, so he got an interview downtown, and it's traffic like a motherfucker. I said, nigga, you ain't no way in hell we gonna make it to this shit. We ain't going, nigga. I don't know how this gonna happen. He said, shit, don't worry about it. We good. I said, all right. Listen, we get in the car. Matter of fact, it was for advertisement for a vehicle. I think it was Ford or some shit. So we had to drive one of their vehicles. It was a part of the deal or some
big
shit.
ass.
It was some crazy shit. Listen, we driving down, we leave the crib, and the police come in front of us. 2 police motorcycles. So what the fuck going on here? You know how the president get the escort?
Yeah.
Listen, we going down the wrong side of the road. Police direct no motherfuckers going like this. We going like we what? We moving like the president.
Different type of experience.
Listen,
type
we
of-
going down the road. The police like this. Motherfuckers is this parking, nigga, moving. I said, what the fuck is going on here, son?
Different.
Like
Yeah.
I said, this shit is cool. Like
Different.
when listen, we was in a club in New Orleans, nigga. They had a Will Smith song.
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
God bless. Shout out to Will.
Nah,
man.
y'all don't understand how he
peace to
he
Will.
was really God, and he died at 34. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
man.
you know,
That's a
but
young
what
age.
I'm saying is, those 34, fuck the 34. When he got drafted, it had to be. But so, matter of fact, when he got to Ohio State, that's when shit changed.
Yeah, it was up.
Yeah. What?
It was up.
And he was immediately something special.
Immediate stud.
What?
Immediately.
Like what?
Played 4th down for practice.
Come on now. That nigga Will, listen. And he was a supreme athlete, man. But like I said, though, just through him, though, being so close to him,
That's
like I was
crazy.
able to experience so many other different things, you know what I mean, on a different level. And it was just like, you know,
That's a special talent.
How you only played the 3rd down?
nigga scored a touchdown when he got the ball on offense.
Saying he only played 3rd down in practice.
Man, that nigga was something else, man. He's sick, man.
Again.
But like I said though, through Will though, I was able to do some different things that, you know, just the relationships with people in general. But Will just happened to be somebody that we grew up with, known.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot of
That
talent.
nigga slapped me in the
came out
head
this
one
motherfucker.
morning with about $20,000. Talking about nigga, wake your ass up, nigga. Smacking me in the head. I felt like a bitch. You wake up, I look up. What the fuck? Oh, he hit me with money. What the fuck? I'm thinking nigga about to give me some what you my nigga, get up, nigga. I'm going to Vegas, nigga. It was his birthday week. And he left, got on the plane. I flew somewhere else. I was on some shit, man. I was doing some different shit, man.
Yo,
But
shout out to Will Smith. Man.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Shout out to Will Smith.
Definitely.
Yo, you
man.
feel like those experiences help shape you as a man? You feel like those experiences with Will, and then all your experiences through like you said, ABCD camp. You done met mad pros. You done been around the world with
Yeah.
dudes do basketball.
Yeah.
How do you feel like it shapes you as a man in your present day?
I mean, to be honest with you, just, at the end of the day, it's humbling to just know how much I've experienced, and to know that I'm still here. That's the biggest thing. Like to still be alive, thank God, and functioning well.
Absolutely.
That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. A lot of people just aren't here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To speak on things or, you know, be a witness to things. For me, like I said, through sport, I just learned so much. You know what I mean? And I would encourage it, you know, to any young person growing up to be a part of sport, because it's a lot of ups and downs, just like life. You know what I'm saying? Like you up, you down, you know. And then the thing about it all is the endurance. If you have the endurance to, you know, withstand the sport and life, because life is, I ain't gonna say life is a sport, but life is a game.
Mm-hmm.
You either, I tell kids all the time, like, you either gonna get in the game or you gonna sit on the sidelines. And people that sitting on the sidelines, they got a place for you. Like they gonna, like, those are the ones that whoever on the sidelines, other people dictate, you know, their life or their future. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't in the game, you better get in, because you know people will decide your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to, you know, you have to go through and, you know, hopefully live through experience to even be in the game, though. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, like you really, like, everything boils down to being alive. Because once you're deceased, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Take advantage of the time you got.
like
You have to.
You
know what I'm saying?
every moment you have to, and believe it, that, like, you know, whatever you're dealing with or living through, you know, it's meant, you know, for that moment, you know, and just, you know, living it, man. You got to enjoy it. So for me, you know, through sport, through life, I've, you know, just continue to just learn and grow.
Man, I think Ed's trying to think about that question. He gonna edit all
I
that
forgot.
shit.
I forgot.
Man,
Yeah.
I tell you.
So is you coaching?
I was, I mean,
Yeah.
well, I was coaching middle school basketball this past year.
How'd that work out?
That was cool.
That's some decent
It
guys?
was- For me, right?
Kids, like, they gotta know.
Nah, but for me, it's about just giving my time to people. You
And
know what I'm
your
saying?
knowledge.
That was yeah. And share my experience with them. It wasn't really about what they could achieve. You know what I mean? Record wise and shit like that.
That's how I feel whenever I coach.
But-
Man. It's a development thing.
Yeah, that's, I mean, but, you know, not everybody that play ball could actually coach. Like, you have to be able to communicate with people well. You have to be able to, you know what I mean, be relational. You have to be, you know what I mean, build relationships with kids and, you know, individuals.
Parents as well.
Everything, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a lot to it.
Yeah.
But shit, I tell you, the kids ain't watching no damn basketball.
No.
That I like, it's everything is
They're not.
YouTube.
You
YouTube
really-
and
you
watching
see it,
highlight.
though.
Like, yeah, you just,
Me and Jeff talk about that all the time.
I
You
tell
can
my
tell.
kids when I
There's
coach, I
There's
want
no
you to watch
students of the
tonight.
game no more.
If
Yeah,
your
no.
parents
There's
let
not
you
many
watch,
students of the game.
You gotta
Like,
watch, and to be honest with you, I think that's how I mean, it added to my game because I watched the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you studied it. You probably studied it, like-
just watching.
Yeah, like,
and then
just-
you mimic movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see somebody do some shit that you like oh shit, that motherfucker.
gonna try that
spin
motherfucker.
move, and as soon as I see that, I'm gonna spin clean off a motherfucker when I see them. Yeah, as soon as nigga run up on me, I'm gonna spin clean off him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like that, too.
You know what I'm saying? Just like he did it, for real. It did, well, you know. And then Michael Jordan used to dunk off 2 feet. That's why I jumped off 2 feet sideways, because that's everything Mike did.
Same shit.
Yeah.
And he punching it on the motherfucker.
Jordan fan.
Even using your left hand, I learned, like, I got that from Mike, because it was one of them things. It was like, Mike
gotta
was
have
on
that.
But Mike was on some shit where, like, he could finish with his right if he felt like it. But let me go ahead and
Lay
put
your
let me go ahead and put a little of this on that
Yeah, put a
thing.
little sauce on
yeah,
that.
let me go ahead and
Yeah.
put a little sauce on this thing, and, you know, and it just, you know, you have to have a left. No, you got to develop. So the development, like, it's a lot of skillful players nowadays.
I like
But that
Kyrie.
that don't necessarily mean they basketball players. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because
Win and lose games, you mean?
what you mean?
Like some people have the skill, the talent, but they just can't win. They just don't know how to put it together for the team.
No, I mean, they're skillful. You know, they could do a lot, but they ain't basketball players.
Yeah. Like
They don't-
Draymond
they-
Green to me. He's a basketball player.
Draymond is
could
a
affect
basketball
He
player.
can affect
I
the
agree with
game
you.
without scoring.
There
He
you
do
go.
mad other
He
stuff.
there. He gonna be. He there.
he knows
His
how to win
presence
games.
is there.
Yeah, his
He knows how to
presence
win
is there.
games. What he does will help
His-
win games.
Right. His
That's
presence
what I mean.
is. His
Yeah.
presence is there.
Yeah.
But you just got like it's a lot of high
IQ.
draft pick guys and just high level skill guys that just ain't basketball
I
players.
totally understand what you mean.
Meaning
definitely
like
understand.
them niggas wanna come. They like KD enjoys going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Some
He
of the
loves
people
it.
I'm talking about, these motherfuckers like, damn, I gotta go again. But they know
Yeah.
they making good bread. They make. I'm gonna get over here, man. Do this shit and do.
they not even
everything.
basketball
And they
players.
not. They not. This is their job.
Yeah.
This is literally their job.
This is my job. I don't even like this shit, but I'm so good at it, or I'm so
Skilled at it.
skilled. You know what I mean? I'm you know what I mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I need to do, type of shit. You know what I mean? And you got a lot of guys that make a lot of money that's like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To be honest with you, it's probably shit. It's about 10 motherfuckers that really love the game like that. 10, 15. Like, you know what I mean?
In the
That's
league?
gonna,
And you mean the
yeah,
league?
10,
Yeah.
10, 15. Like 10,
Yeah.
And those
15
players
dudes.
are
You're right.
basically
Like
the.
that's gonna do anything to hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
And it
ask you this.
shows.
Are those the people who you see as the best players in the world? Like, are those at that 10, 15 players, basketball players?
Those be the ones that be the
Are
best.
they the
Yeah.
best?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum,
Yes.
Steph Curry.
You know-
You can
you know
tell
what I'm saying?
Steph Curry love
You
basketball.
can tell like
I think Jalen Brown is not on that list, but he's a basketball player.
Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
Shit, that motherfucker. Love the game.
yeah, you can tell.
Like,
You can see it in the game. You can
this
see
lo-
it.
this
You can
love
see
the
it. You can
It's
tell.
so crazy how y'all
Chris
say.
Paul is a
Chris
hooper.
Chris Paul.
He's a
Yeah.
hoop. I just love to hoop. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get in the gym and hoop. Like there's
Yeah,
certain
no
niggas
matter
that just
what.
love to hoop.
And I'm just
You
so
know what I'm
happy to
saying?
be this good. I
And
can
I'm
get
good.
some
I'm
money
gonna
for
keep.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a
I love
motherfucker.
this shit.
Motherfucker, you got like I said, 10 to 15 motherfuckers probably love it, but the rest of them, the rest of motherfuckers making a living,
It's a job.
Yeah.
making a living, making a good living
Yeah,
at that.
yeah.
You know
To
what
a
I'm
degree, I
saying?
appreciate him.
That's why I love Draymond Green, because he
Nah,
you
he's a
could-
yeah.
You can tell he love the game, but he don't got the skill as like
Still
the other guys.
He's still a
But
student
you
of
can
the
tell
game
he's a
as well.
student
Like,
of
I feel like
everything
he's
that's
still
going
learning.
on.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You
Yeah,
gotta
but-
have a presence, and his presence is felt. You know what I mean? On both sides of the ball. It's too. When we talk about basketball, it's I like to have healthy conversations about any subject. You
Yeah.
know, so if we talking basketball, I want that shit to be healthy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then in order to be healthy, we got to understand there's two sides of the court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We can't just sit here and
Talk
say,
about offense. I talk about defense too. You know we like that.
Yo, but
that's
this
my
is
shit.
how. But this is how guys are. So you know how the media do.
A
They
dog.
they get to
Do
rating
everything.
people.
Yeah.
They get to rating people, but it be on one side of the ball.
Yeah,
though.
it just be
Yeah.
offense.
Like if we talk about Luka Doncic, they say, "Oh, he one of the best. He the top."
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
motherfucker don't play no
But he ain't guard
goddamn
nobody.
D.
He ain't guard nobody.
motherfucking
What the
defense.
fuck he doing?
Yeah,
he that nice though.
That's why Mike is here for me.
Exactly.
That's why Mike
plays
is
defense.
always going to be up there.
He's here for me.
dominated
There's
on that
nobody
side of the
taking
ball.
his
on
spot.
defense.
Yeah.
He
And
like,
he
yo, I'm
knows.
about to pick up the best man on the other
I'm
I don't
lying.
got nobody
up.
taking his spot.
I'm locking
Sideline,
up.
sideline.
Listen, Steph Curry is great. They saying he top 10 now and all that type of shit. He great.
In the world,
Like ever type shit I done heard.
I still got Magic on my list.
For me, I love Steph. Nothing to take away from him.
Isaiah
Best shooter
Thomas.
of all
Best shooter.
time.
Definitely
Best
best
shooter
shooter.
easy.
Of all time.
Yeah, I would give him best shooter easy.
The
But when
greatest
we
shooter
start
of
to
all
rate
time.
players, you got to take into account both sides of the
Yeah.
damn court.
Yep.
If you're a liability,
Yeah.
not
Then
to
you are not valuable. Your liability, I agree.
if you're a liability,
You're not as
that
valuable as
means,
the next man.
that means that, you just, okay, you drop down a tier. Because you're not Gary Payton on defense.
Yep.
Because Gary
You know what I'm
Payton-
saying? But you something crazy on offense.
He was definitely
Yeah.
but you
something
ain't
different.
Gary on D.
Yeah.
No, sir.
So how are you to tell me you better than Gary Payton?
How
Because
you feel about
so,
Damian Lillard?
Dang.
Is he a liability? I don't think he's that much of a liability.
I mean,
On defense?
He don't guard
He don't
either.
play no fucking
He don't
D.
guard either.
But is he horrible on defense?
He ain't no good. He don't play no D.
most
I
most
like
of the top
that.
How
guards
do you
don't play
feel
D.
about the defense in the league?
There ain't no damn D.
Ain't no defense, man.
I had this argument.
Like an all-star game every game.
It's a game of who scored the most points.
But is it
Right now.
because I
Yeah.
had this conversation on social media with a person I respect to a degree, a much degree, and basically saying the offense is so good that the defense is getting overshadowed.
that's what
Skills. pretty much
Gilbert
they saying.
Arenas, he said that the other day. He said the offense so good now
The
that
guys can't guard nobody.
guys
and all
can't
that.
guard no more. But I don't really believe that. I just think that there's
Listen,
just no
I
defense.
do
Listen.
feel like there's a selective few real defenders. I
Yeah,
feel like there's a lot
definitely.
of team defense in
Yeah.
this
Right.
league.
Yeah.
Game is soft. The 7-footers taking fucking 3-pointers.
They changed.
Same shit. Now that's where I was gonna go with it. Listen, Steph Curry, great player.
Absolutely.
he's changed the game as far as the way it's played from the outside and all that shit.
To a crazy
He
like,
wasn't when he started that shit.
but he
No, I'm talking about
changed it
consistently
though.
To consistently
He changed it.
Started that shit.
Who?
shoot.
Dame Dollar.
Nah, I'm talking about
Not like
consistently
Steph.
off the
Consistently,
dribble.
though.
So, but where I'm going with it is the rules of the NBA is what
It's changed.
you
It's
see.
changed.
That's what's changed. That's why you see the offense
Yeah.
so crazy.
You can't
It's
play
the
as aggressive.
rules.
You can't play as
You
aggressive.
can't touch a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Not only can't you touch a motherfucker,
The defensive.
you
what
when
is
they
it, the
shoot,
defensive
you better
what?
not be
Yeah,
near that
you better
motherfucker
not-
when he
better not
come
be-
down around.
Better not touch his hand.
You
none of
better
that.
not be
Illegal
around
defense.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You might as well when that motherfucker shoot, you better get out the way.
The only thing I
Go-
agree with is when y'all come down after the jump shot and you right underneath me, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
fuck
that.
up my
That's
fucking
a
back
fact.
and get injured. Anything
So
other
they-
than that, I'm.
It's
I'm
just like the
biased.
quarterback. Like the quarterback in football,
Maybe
they
football.
do all the
Yeah.
rules is designed to where you better not touch that motherfucker, and that's what it is right now in the NBA. Because because the quarterback position is your most profitable position. If everybody know the NFL quarterback, not everybody know the fucking linemen and
bad
the
right now.
they know the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna do everything to protect that product. And it's the same thing with Steph Curry. You know, because he was hurt the first 7 whatever amount of years, ankles, body, because you know.
They almost got rid of
Once
him.
he started torching,
He had to. He had no
we got to
choice.
make sure he keep torching too.
Yeah.
Don't nobody land around a nigga. Don't nobody touch him when he's shooting. Don't nobody touch nobody. You better not touch nobody.
Yeah, that's why.
No, that's the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Yo, you mean to tell me? And I love LeBron too.
I was
You
about
mean
to
to
say
tell
that.
me?
I was just about to say.
You mean to tell me 6'9", 260, 270, and you can't touch me?
Yeah,
How the
I
fuck?
was about to say that.
How the fuck are you gonna guard a motherfucker
yeah.
like that?
Yeah, I was about to ask
You're
everybody.
not.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, I was about to
Too
ask.
You
strong.
can't touch him.
Too fucking big.
Yeah.
Even if you could touch him, you wasn't gonna do shit with that
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in general, like you just it's supremely gifted athletes that get to move freely.
Yeah, that's why stats now, when they try to bring
I
up
don't
stats,
pay that
it
shit no mind.
don't equate. Like, yeah, LeBron got the most points ever.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
respect.
You about to hurt a lot
Respect.
of
What?
LeBron fans.
Respect.
with
LeBron
that.
got a lot. He had the most
With the
points ever,
points
right?
part.
But
Yeah, he got a great- he got the
he got a
record.
good stretch of years where you couldn't like. He's
He the king.
6'9", and you got dudes that don't even guard the post.
They
like
took
you don't got
hand
no.
checking out before he got in the league.
Yeah, you don't got
So
you don't got
his
Dale
whole
Davis.
20 years
Yeah.
ain't been no hand checking.
Yeah, you don't got Dale Davis in the paint no more.
Yeah, none of them.
You don't got
Nobody.
dudes like that. You don't got Pat Ewing in the paint. You don't
Yeah,
got
nah.
Elijah in the paint no
No.
more. Them
They
dudes
got-
is out to get that type of dude is gone.
They don't got
Gibson,
no-
you don't got
they
these
don't
dudes
got
in the game no more.
none
Not
of
a
those
lot of
guys.
those. It's
Yeah.
slim to
Name
none.
one.
Yeah, you
There's
ain't.
no. There's slim to
Draymond's not the
none.
only one.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he ain't even like
And
that.
he ain't even like
He
that.
ain't-
He ain't even like that.
He ain't even that
Yeah,
guy.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
think he's
saying?
big enough. 'Cause
Yeah.
them motherfuckers was big.
Yeah,
at
you
the
had
time.
some
Yeah, they big as
goons.
fuck.
You
Them
had
niggas was
goons
like
down
this.
there.
Them Davis boys on Indiana. That was
Listen,
thought it
you
was
better
over when
not
the-
touch
when the
nobody.
Detroit was gone,
Imagine,
here come
listen,
the
I love
Knicks.
LeBron, man. Great game, great career. You know, well, he benefited well.
You know, you can tell
from
Jordan
from
fans,
the rules.
Jordan fans, you know,
No,
good
no,
job.
no. Listen,
I'm a
he
Jordan
benefited.
fan.
He did what he's
Me
supposed
too.
to do.
Yeah,
I ain't
we all
knocking.
are.
I can't. You can't. But for me, right, when you goddamn talk about the scoring leader or the most points ever now,
Yeah.
great. How many fucking scoring titles he got?
You got like 10.
No,
No,
Who,
LeBron.
Jordan? Oh, LeBron.
Mike got 10.
Oh, you talking about LeBron? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know
He
you
does,
talking
yeah.
about the
Does
right
he have
person.
Yeah, I'm talking about the right
He got
person.
one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He got one.
He got like one. He got
One.
one. Yeah.
Damn, I shot.
That motherfucker got one scoring title, and that's nothing against him. You can't
Yeah,
knock
it's
somebody
respect.
of his stature.
Yeah, definitely.
Like LeBron is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start to get, technical about certain things, you
You
say
tryna match and
you-
match players
So,
to
so
niggas.
if he has the most points, people would assume he's the best scorer.
Yeah, and it's not
And that's
exactly
just not the
true.
case.
It's not exactly
You know what I mean? He's
true.
a great scorer, yeah, by default.
Yeah.
Because
A lot of
I
factors
say,
around it.
and I love his game, but his best attribute is his body and his athleticism. Can't take that away from him, though. That's not a knock against
And
him.
his durability.
His durability. That's his biggest attribute.
Fucking, he's
Like
gonna
he's
get-
just like,
He needed a perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's gonna
LeBron.
get 25
It's
years.
LeBron.
You can't
Yeah,
take
it's
that
LeBron,
away from
definitely.
him. That's who he is.
Or whatever. Swimming.
He don't have this
Look at
track
all
that
shit.
Yeah.
Jordan has, that dog and Kobe.
Listen, it's just certain
You know I'm a
things.
Kobe.
It's just
Right
certain
after
things that you just can't teach a motherfucker, man. And Bron, like I said, he the closest thing to greatness as you gonna see. But as a
But to the things that you said, as far as as a specimen. As
Yeah, he did.
he's out of this world.
Yeah.
we probably ain't gonna see.
But the thing about it.
Karl Malone looked like that, but he was a big power.
Don't mention Karl
forward-ass
Malone
nigga.
on this show.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Don't mention Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't saying like that. I'm not
I gotta
going
Yo,
for
but
that.
hold on, though, man. So
Don't
listen,
do me like that.
Karl Malone.
But listen, man. You know,
Yo, you got
you know the times be changing, man. But
But
listen, man.
it is fuck. It is
Listen,
fuck Karl Malone. though.
Motherfucking
You's a dirty
Michael Jordan was
motherfucker.
playing 82 games a year.
You's a rotten
Who?
motherfucker.
Mike was playing 82
Oh yeah,
games.
definitely. 82 games. He only missed games with that one
The
year when
injury.
he broke his ankle.
He tried to do it when he was in Washington.
Yeah.
82 games.
Yeah.
He played. He had a
So
season
you look
in
at these
Washington.
motherfuckers, you look at the guys that's now playing, right? Guys is probably on average playing 60-something games.
Yeah. And he talk about shortening the season. The 60
Why?
games. Why?
These niggas is not durable.
Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Why? Why are we
Yo, they
talking
gonna
about?
get us for this,
Nah,
man.
but
I'm
you-
telling you, we're gonna
but
get a
you-
letter in the
But
mail.
you blame them though.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard start that shit.
Yo,
We're gonna get a letter in the
but could you blame?
email. Like, yeah, y'all
Listen,
shut the
but,
fuck up
but could you
about us.
blame a person that normally
We showing our age right now.
like but listen, normally like in the 90s, early 2000s, a guy that would have got like 2 or 3 million is getting 30 fucking million.
Yeah.
And because of what they did before.
Yeah. Look
to
at
a
John
degree.
Wall.
He getting 30, getting all type of millions.
I ain't seen John Wall play in 2 years.
Spoiled,
This motherfucker.
man.
This motherfucker got 40 mil.
That
40 mil this
motherfucker-
year.
And he getting every dollar
Yeah, 40 mil
He
this
about to
year.
gain
to sit
more
out
weight.
and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he getting that money.
He about to
Yeah.
gain more
So I'm,
weight.
so I'm saying, like, I think
to gain
the
more weight.
luxuries of the game that made guys,
is,
you know, just
son.
a little bit
Oh,
more,
yeah, definitely.
more comfortable, man. Like, the guys didn't have luxuries back in the day when Mike and Charles and those guys was coming up. Them niggas was flying commercial and shit.
That's why
like
it was
that.
more of a grind.
You know what I'm
That's why
saying?
That's why it was more of a
You
grind. for
wanted
them.
the shit,
Yeah.
like you, like I want this shit. That's what I'm saying. You had basketball players,
Yeah.
so now you got a lot of skill guys in the league now. That you don't necessarily got a lot of
you
basketball
got
players.
a lot of skill.
You know, you just got a lot of
Yeah.
skill guys.
overwhelming
You know what I'm saying?
with skill.
Yeah.
It's only overwhelming when you can move in anything.
Because they're
If you
making
can
more
move
leagues.
freely.
They're making more leagues.
Who the fuck could do
They're making
anything
with
more
you? Anything.
programs.
Listen, but what
To
I'm
see
saying
talent.
is, if you can move freely, who
Nobody
can
can
stop
touch you.
Who could stop you?
Nobody
and then
can
you
touch you.
fucking 7 feet.
Or it's predicated
You-
for offense.
You know what I mean? That's but so now
That
so
might be
it's
Vegas.
business.
That might be Vegas. Every time I fucking bet,
It's
niggas
business.
Don't
Yeah.
get the
That's all we
under
talking
over
about.
for nothing.
Listen, that ain't nothing but business, man.
tonight.
Listen, the
Paying
quarterback
do last
throws over 350, 400 yards every week. That's the business. We're gonna protect the quarterback, make sure he can throw the ball around, get all the money.
He ain't doing shit for Dak ass.
Fuck that, man. Lord forgive me. I don't mean nothing against Dak. I don't. He
You
listen.
said it already. It's too
Listen.
late.
A Cowboys fan? Both y'all
I'm a
Cowboys
Cowboy
fans?
fan.
I'm a Cowboys
Oh,
fan.
man.
But listen, I'm a realistic Cowboy fan. You heard? I'm realistic.
I am too. I am too.
Dak Prescott
Yeah,
is
it's
just
about the
not the
last
guy to lead us where Jerry trying to go. Well, Jerry must be trying to go home every day.
You just
Strip
right
club?
because San Fran
What's-
got one game past us.
Saying who?
San Fran.
It's only one team that wins the Super Bowl.
I tell them this every year.
No, I'm just saying. So if your team didn't win it, everybody lost. I don't give a fuck if you lost in the Super Bowl. Listen, you could have lost. Philly,
Oh, that's my
listen,
squad.
Philly ain't have a better season than Dallas, in my
Who
opinion.
we got tonight? Oh, we got
Did
the
you
Heat.
hear what I
That's gonna
said?
be a tough game.
Philly had the same season Dallas had. You know why?
They're home.
lost.
Everyone home.
Fucking right. You fucking right. They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's really what it boiled down to. So that's what making it to the finals of the Super Bowl. That should make it bad because nigga, once you lose, nigga, you just like everybody else that done lost.
Yeah.
You ain't did nothing special because you came in second.
home.
Yeah. Only person gets celebrated for losing. Listen, only person gets celebrated for losing is LeBron.
And on that note, we're gonna leave.
They say that motherfucker went to 10 straight finals.
Yeah. Don't
He
mean
won
shit.
10 rings?
Yeah, he won. What do you got? 4?
He got 4. 3.5.
3.5. That bubble
Oh,
shit
y'all
don't
gave him
count.
an Yo.
That bubble shit don't.
Listen, and
That Mickey-
listen.
what they call
I'm
it,
not
Mickey
even
Mouse joint?
Listen,
call
yeah,
it the
yeah,
Mouse
it got to be. That's it. Yeah, Universal Studio joint. Listen, he said that was the hot. And listen, see, and I never
Why
had
would you
nothing.
say that shit?
I had
Nah, I would agree with it being like everybody had a fair playing field.
You had to stay in the same place though. There was no crowd.
Couldn't move.
No
But everybody had
camaraderie.
a fair playing field. Everybody did.
It is fair.
Well, you see the two
everybody
teams
did.
that made it to the finals. Pat Riley,
That changes the
Eric
game.
Spoelstra, structure led to Miami, and
Yeah.
LeBron kept
Yeah.
those guys in order. The best leadership made it to those. And that
That's true.
but listen, that bubble shit. Listen, without the bubble,
It'd have been much harder.
they wouldn't have won no championship.
Yeah, it
for one.
would've been
But what
different.
I'm saying is,
Who
how
they
many
playing the
times
chip?
hold
They
on.
played Miami.
He ain't been to the motherfucking playoffs besides that bubble year.
Yeah, that's that year. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they might not make it this year. They
He
might
done-
not make
Let's
it
talk
this
about
year.
is they going this year?
He done
We gotta
already
wrap it up
mailed
real
this
quick. But
year
is they making the playoffs this year? Is LA
Fuck
making
no.
the playoffs?
Hell no. He about to be out for like a month and a half.
They said 3
He
weeks.
done mailed the season.
He not getting,
man.
he not getting
He done mailed
surgery.
it. He done mailed
out
it
for
in,
3
man.
weeks.
He out for the season.
Y'all know as soon as LeBron get hurt late, it'd be like, I ain't playing no more.
Yeah, he done mailed it in, man.
Is AD going to be healthy enough to get him through it?
No.
They won
He
that
said out the
last,
other night.
huh?
To get him where?
AD said out with that foot injury the other
To the
night.
playing.
Yeah,
Are they getting the playing?
You talking about street clothes?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's what they call us for Charles Barkley.
Yeah, that's his damn name.
Yeah.
He don't play.
Yeah, but we gotta wrap it up though.
Yeah, we
We
do.
gotta wrap it
Yes,
up though.
sir.
Yo, man. So we're gonna give him his flowers. We gave you flowers all day. We're gonna give you flowers one more time. We got we had the big dog in the building, Josh Wright.
Absolutely.
Dub to
Big
most of
dub.
us. I mean, like we said before, this is the Utica GOAT, man. But for me, now that we done talked to him more on the show, we done showed people more about who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He a GOAT way more than just basketball.
Absolutely.
He got knowledge of self, and I seen a live with him and his sister Mooch, Lanice.
Mm-hmm.
If you know her. He was talking knowledge of self on there because I'm on like a journey too of finding myself over the
Yeah.
past like probably 5-6 years
Yes.
since I had children.
Yes.
I mean, and then when I see him talking the same shit, I'm constantly
Going
learning.
towards, trying to
I'm
figure
like,
you
yo,
out.
my man got knowledge of self, and I respect that. That's why I say he more than just a GOAT for just basketball. He a GOAT because he becoming a figure for, many people, and he finding himself. But thanks for having you on the show, my dog.
I appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate
Oh,
you.
yeah, good shit.
Thanks for blessing the show. I mean, and this is I'm Ed Blackshear,
Jeff Brown.
and it's Two Brothers Point of View podcast. It's season 3. More to come. Tap in.